So, I'm back again. This is going to be a weird, rambly video. Fire in my mod. Basically, I've been having some rough times recently. As I probably said a while ago, I lost my job just before Christmas. And it got me thinking. Like, I'm not important, but I am. I suppose I'd have to elaborate with that. This is going to be quite a deep video. It's going to be deep, it's going to be weird, it's weird. I'll elaborate in how I'm not important, but I am. I'm important to the people around me, to my friends, to my family, to those who care about me. I'm important. Anyone else in the world, they don't give a shit. They don't know me. I don't know them. I'm not important. Not to them. But to me, they're not important. The importance of a thing depends on your relation to it, and that includes people. And considering what the chances are of meeting a certain person in this, or on this planet, the possibility of doing anything important with your life is slim. Doing anything important in the grand scheme of things, like big. Now, that's where I'm going to completely contradict myself here. Everything that you do is important. There is no action that you can do that isn't going to be important. Now, as I say, I've had a rough time recently. I lost my job before Christmas. I've got an interview for an apprenticeship coming up soon, which is great. But I wouldn't have got that interview if I hadn't put the time and effort in to apply, to go down there and speak to them and do all this sort of thing, go over to the college that's working with them for this apprenticeship. I wouldn't have got this interview if I hadn't sorted all that stuff out beforehand. So every little thing I did there was important to me. That's one of the big differences. Yes, I am going to vape. It's something I do. Those who watch this channel anyway know that I do that. Don't know why I said that. As I say, this is a weird video. I've not done something like this in a while, because it's just rambling. It's a weird rambling about how I feel and what I'm thinking right now, which is about importance. Each person has importance to themselves and those around them. But to anyone else, to a random stranger in the street, you're unimportant. Unless that person had a brilliant morality and weren't just thinking of themselves, they could see you getting stabbed in the street and they'd just run away. They'd run away, they'd call the police, say they saw something. They wouldn't do anything to try and help you, because it's already happened. They can't do anything. It's not important to them. What's important to them is getting away, making sure they're safe, and trying to make sure it doesn't come back to them. Because most of the time they think, oh, they must have seen me see them. I have to get away. Call the police. Stop them from hurting me. Self-preservation. It makes sense. It's perfectly fine. But if it's someone you know getting stabbed in the street, you're more likely... Not saying you will, depends on your moral compass, depends on your level of courage, really. Or stupidity. Or confidence. Or whatever. Depends on many factors. You may go and try and help them, which may in turn scare the person stabbing them away because you've just run towards them. And I don't condone running towards someone with a knife, because you can get stabbed. It's a stupid idea. If someone has a knife, yes, run away. If you're getting stabbed, or you're about to get stabbed, try and get the fuck away from there, because you don't want to get stabbed. It's not good. Not talking from experience. I haven't been stabbed. That it might sound like I have, but I'm not the kind of person. No, I haven't been stabbed. I have not been stabbed unless you count by needles, and that's from doctors, so they should be doing that. Pfft. Anyway, as I was saying, that person, it doesn't matter so much what happens to them if you don't know them. If you know them, they're important to you. So it matters. Does that make sense? I'm kind of rambling again. There's a weird analogy. I go through them. I try and make them make sense, but they make sense to me. Not so much to people around me. Trying to think. Basically, each person isn't important, and they are. If you have a problem, there's bound to be someone who finds you important enough in their life that they'll want to help you. It's like if someone in my life has a problem, and I find them to be important enough or a good enough friend that I want to help them, I will. I'll help them in any way I can. If I'm earning money, I'll take them out for coffee, I'll talk to them, I'll sit them down, I'll talk to them. Because most of the time that's all it takes. Someone's having a rough time, talk to them. As I say, I'm having a rough time at the minute. I'm currently out of work. I don't feel as if anything in life is important anymore. I'm looking over here because screen's here and camera's over there. Again, not important. Hey, continuity. Again, I don't feel like anything in life is important. Not really. I mean, if I had to pick important things in my life, it'd be family. Well, it's the ones I love, which include my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother. Don't tell these two I said that. My other half, and my other half's family. Those are what are currently the most important things in my life. Everything else just seems negligible. Like I could just leave everything else, including myself, and not worry about it. Because it's not important. Which is bad. Everything is important, but not everything is important. Again, it's a contradiction of a previous statement. Everything is important if it affects you. If it affects you specifically, it is important to you. Pointing. Pointing, 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 pointing. It's a weird thing I saw on Rooster Teeth. Doesn't matter. Hashtag spawn, I don't fucking know. Whatever. Basically, things happen. Level of importance depends on you. How you feel, what you're going through. If you don't feel something's important, either there's something wrong, not necessarily with you, with what's happening around you, or with how you're feeling. There's usually something wrong. Might only be small, but there's something wrong if something doesn't seem important. Either it's not important, and you can just get rid of it, or you're not feeling right, and you're holding on to it for no reason, or you're not feeling right, and it is important, but you just don't know why. And that's how I'm feeling at the moment. Now, I don't know how to get out of that. I need help. But I'm scared to ask. And that's one of the scariest things ever, really. I'm not getting emotional. No, I wouldn't do that. Not on YouTube. Macho Man. And here's me trying to deal with emotions I don't want to show. Making a joke. Feeling uncomfortable, so I make a joke. Because I feel it's not important. Looping back round here. Look, the whole point of this video, it's not a cry for help from me. It's not a advice video. It's a video saying that if you feel like this, you're not alone. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's a scientific name for it or some sort of diagnosis or anything like that. I don't know. And that's one of the scariest things about it. The fact that I don't know what it is. But if anyone feels like this, feel free to talk to me. I'll try and help. See if I can get out of it. I'll see if I can remember what I did, because most of the time I've got no clue. And I'll try and help. Or I'll find. Sometimes you find it's better to help other people than it is to help yourself. It's easier to help other people than it is to help yourself. I don't know. But everything and nothing is important. You're important. See you in Valhalla.